Alright, so if you have low hair self-esteem, this video is for you. I'm going to bring up some things that you can begin to journal about or write about to try to fix your low hair self-esteem. I hope this helps. First, you have to realize that you're the problem. So you need to get a pen and paper, or you can do this in your notes app, but I like writing. So first you want to journal about why you personally don't like your hair. And it's really important that you're being honest with yourself and you don't judge yourself. Just write and be as honest as possible about why you don't like your hair. Is it too long? Is it too short? Does it look messy? You don't feel pretty? What is the issue that you think? Okay, next. Next, you want to write about any negative things that you've heard about your hair. That's going to be comments, microaggressions, questions that you found offensive, little jokes, people joning on you. And I would also include here the hairstyle that your hair was in, also the age that you were when you heard these comments. And I would also divide this list from comments that you heard from people you know, like friends, family, people you went to school with, and maybe possibly also if you heard anything from strangers. Next, I want you to list all the positive things that you've heard about your hair. That would be any compliment, positive jokes, admiration, etc. And same thing, write all the styles, the ages you were when you heard someone compliment your hair, and divide it by, again, the people who you know, and then also divide it by people you don't know. Then I want you to list all the things that you love about your hair as is, anything positive. It's really healthy, you like the color, it's resilient, etc. All right, now for all the people that you have on your list, if you can remember who they are, it's really important for you to sit down and think about how these people wear their hair. And I would also divide this list by gender. So are you mainly hearing these comments from males or females? Also, what are their ages? Also, how do they wear their hair? For example, is somebody making negative comments about your hair, but their hair is never done? You know, what's the state of their hair? Is a bald man telling you about your hair, but they don't have hair, right? Okay, so it's important to note this. All right, next, I want you to write down and list any people that you admire and you think are attractive for whatever qualities, and what state of hair, what style is their hair in, and what's the state of their hair. Is their hair healthy? What styles do they wear it in? Is it colored, longer, short, etc. And then next, I would list any goals or intentions that you have for your hair. So what are you expecting your hair to do? If you had your wish, how would you want your hair to be? How would you want your hair to behave? What length would you want for your hair? And I would also implement like short-term and long-term goals of these things that you want for your hair. So the reason why I'm breaking these things up in these lists in this way is for you to hopefully gain an objective view to find out if you're hearing negative comments from other people, from specific other genders. Is it from strangers, or are you only hearing comments from people that you know? This is important for you to evaluate your circle and find out if there's people that are around you that are just haters. Like if your family is always saying something crazy about your hair, but strangers love your hair, then obviously your family's haters. Honestly, I'm talking about hair, but this could apply to so many other features on your body. Also, is this like childhood trauma? Were you hearing this when you were in elementary school and you've never heard anything else about it since then, and you're just carrying it with you? It might be time for you to work on letting some of those fears and negative comments go. Don't continue carrying them with you in the new year. And then, are you unfairly weighing comments? Like, do you have one negative comment compared to like 7, 10, 20, 50 positive comments? Then maybe you're really self critical and being too hard on yourself, or you have some sort of hair body dysmorphia. Okay. Next, I would seriously consider, in terms of what we're consuming in media and celebrities, like, again, you find these people's hair is like XYZ, but they're always wearing wigs or they always wear their hair straight. For example, if you want to wear your hair curly, do you have Pinterest boards of the curly hairstyles that you admire, or natural hairstyles that you admire with your hair type and your hair texture? Do you have any celebrities that you've seen on the red carpet that are dressed up at events and their hair is natural? Or are you only looking at one type of hair, like only blonde hair or only straight hair? It's important to recognize this because a lot of the media and things that you consume in terms of TikTok videos, social media, what's on TV, what's in movies can get into your subconscious and you feel like that's the way you're supposed to look. So it's important for you to have other role models or other sources, standards of beauty that you can look to know that this is something that you can achieve, or something that you admire, that you don't have to be this other default standard. And then, in terms of the goals and intention of your hair, are you looking for health? Are you looking for length? What do you think is beautiful? Like, for me personally, the most important thing to me is hair health at this point in my life. So I really want thick, healthy, full volume, lots of volume hair. I'm not so much worried about length, even though I naturally have longer hair. A lot of times I cut it a lot, but I'm saying that's like a goal for me. I feel like with some people, their goal may not be length. It may be like a really unique style. They may really want to rock a certain type of cut, XYZ. They want to stand out. So that may be something that they want to try, or they know, by the time they retire, they're going to lock their hair up or whatever. So there's like short term and long term goals for your hair, what you want for your hair. And if it's something like health, because you're recovering, let's say you just had a baby, you're recovering from postpartum shedding, then that's like short term. But like long term, what are you looking to do? And are you doing the things to support that long-term goal? So even though I know personally I really like coloring my hair, and if I do damage to my hair, I'm usually going to do it with color, but I know I want to get to a certain length, so it's not smart for me to dye it until it gets to a certain length. You know what I mean? So anyway, I think that, these are just some prompts for you to sit down and write and sit with, and hopefully that'll bring you some clarity to find out if your ideas about your hair are your own, or it's something that was fed to you by haters, or you were just programmed by social media, the world, celebrities of a certain beauty standard. And I hope this is helpful. Bye.